Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Chakodash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the Pre-Shaman, this week's topic is going to be entitled, of course, I asked the Lord to use Satan. Of course, I asked the Lord to use Satan, right? And this is a lesson I was going to do a couple days ago, but, you know, things happen. Jumped another lesson up, but I still want to speak on it, right? Because we're dealing with this whole situation where those guys of the New Covenant, so-called, believe that the Most High and Satan are adversarial, right? When we know, according to the scriptures, Satan is a perfect vessel of the Lord. He is righteous in his wickedness. Meaning, the scriptures tell you too, obedience is better than sacrifice, right? So really, it will be wicked if Satan was told to do evil and said, no, Lord, I want to do good. That would be wicked. No, obedience is better, right? He's told, look, you're going to do this wicked thing in the earth. I want you to do this. And he does it to a T, right? Now, you got guys that don't believe that. You got guys saying, no, he fights to get the Most High, this, that, and the third. And you guys are bigging up Satan. We're not, look, man, we're just saying this dude is an angel. And there's nothing wrong with asking Satan, all right, if you will, or those demonic left-hand spirits to execute things out there in the world for you, all right? Because when you put in up blessings and for yourself, guess what? We also send up curses. We're sending evils. We praying to the Lord to send evil spirits, all right, on our enemies. And there's nothing wrong with that. Those evil spirits are on the left hand, all right? You know? Now it says, this is the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 21, verse 1. Let's prove the point that Satan is just a vessel of the Lord, right? In 1 Chronicles 21:1, it reads, and Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel, right? So that's what it says. It says Satan stood up against Israel, right? And provoked David to number Israel. So we know when David did that, he went off, he was punished. Satan made him do it, right? So these guys will say, yeah, see, Satan sees. How can you big up a spirit that told David to number Israel and be wicked? See, Satan. But guess what now? Let's read that same account in the book of 2 Samuel 24:1. And it reads in 2 Samuel 24:1, and again, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to say, go number Israel and Judah. So in one account, it tells you that Satan did it, and in another account, it tells you that the Lord did it, right? Is there confusion with the Most High? No, all right? The Most High used Satan, all right, to have David number Israel, right? So he is a servant of him. He does missions for the Lord, and he does them perfectly, man. And, you know, when we setting up them curses, you praying to the Lord that, yo, Lord, you know, let them curses hit on people. And guess what? Time and time again, they do hit, man. You know, like, man, let's just say, man, there's certain accounts brothers have given to where our enemies, we seen like they're placing gulf with fire, them go through crazy shit, man. There's one account, man. Let's just say, man, this person was fucking with a brother. Next thing, when word got out, they off themselves. So, what made them do that? You know, you provoking men of the Lord. You gotta understand. You ever wonder why you run across these just demonic ass wicked people that fuck with you in the world? Well, guess what? That was preordained for that to happen, for them to bump into a man of the Lord and to be cursed by a man of the Lord. Yes, the Most High gets down that way. You know, like a trick bag sort of scheming, setting motherfuckers up. The Most High is with that. Now, this is the book of setting up wicked motherfuckers. It ain't the Most High will set up a righteous man, put you through some crazy shit. So the most is not, you know, again, it's all the Most High's plan and program. You can't get in your feelings about it, you know. This is the book of Psalms 78 and 49, and the elder Manata Zakba in South Carolina, when we were discussing this topic, this was the scripture he gave me. I thought it was a beautiful scripture. Psalms 78 and 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble. Salakia, I read that again. It says he cast Salakia. It says he cast his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. Let that sink in right there. It says he cast upon them the fierceness. Satan really don't want this lesson up, but it's gonna go up if the Lord wants it up. Satan is like, man, nah, man, I want him to keep thinking I'm against the Lord. Fucking around, man. It says he cast upon them fierceness of his anger, wrath, indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. So the Lord did that to the Egyptians. And when you read the account in the Apocrypha, it tells you some of these strange apparitions and things that we're seeing, that the Lord was sending evil spirits down on the motherfuckers, man. You know? So hell yeah, there's times man, when you send them curses up, you praying that the Most High put them evil ass spirits upon our enemies. Fuck their ass up. Made the shit that one of the prayers I always say when I'm putting on my curses is, whatever they say against thy servants in secret or publicly, let their own mischief fall upon their own head. And a lot of times you see that happen before your eyes, and you say, hey man, by the Lord, I'm glad that motherfucker's house burned down in some crazy or that motherfucker was plotting for you to fail at your job, and next thing you know, his ass get fired. So shit like that, man. You know, going through shit with your goddamn baby moms trying to take your child from you, or some crazy shit, man. You let them curses fly, man. You know? Hey, Lord, send your evil spirits to fuck them. That's, hey, Shalak Rayam. Send evils. We're not trying to send in no goodly angel to... Hell no, man. We want them fucking angels on the left-hand side. All right? Not fucking angels. We want those blessed angels on the left-hand side, all right? To go and jack these people up, man. You see? You guys got to get out your damn feelings, man. I'm going to read this. I'm going to close with this, too. It's the book of 1 Timothy 1:19. It says, holding faith and a good conscience, which some having put away concerning faith, have made shipwreck. Of whom is Hymenaeus. These were niggas that were with Paul, with the ministry, and they fell out. And this is what this is what Paul said. He says, of whom, concerning these niggas, of whom is Hymenaeus and Alexander. So he named names. Whom I have delivered unto Satan. Whom I have delivered unto Satan, man. That they may learn not to blaspheme. You see? So, we're seeing throughout the scriptures that Satan and the Lord, they work together. He's an agent, all right? And there's times prophets, men of the Lord, Lord, sick Satan on that motherfucker, man. You see? Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Which most brothers understand. It's just that those dudes are reprobates. And they got Satan on him, they ass. In their mind telling them right now, I'm out of order. I do my own thing. That's what Satan is telling their ass. I do my own thing. See? Which we know that that's not the case, man. So that was a quick little one. And I use that title real, just to poke at their brain and trigger them a little bit. But I hope you brothers are edified, man. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rachal Kodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of Green Mill, so much well. Salutations to the whole elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim that do this in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.